Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel with the second tank review comes rolling in. Today we're gonna have a look at another medium tank, and it's the British tier 8 medium, the Centurion Mk I. The Centurion, it was introduced in 1945. It was the primary British main battle tank of the post-World War II period. Widely considered to be one of the most successful post-war tank designs, development of the tank began in 1943 and manufacturing started in January 1945. There were 6 prototypes who arrived in Belgium less than a month after the war ended in May 1945, and that's actually the type of tank you get in the game at first, with a 77mm gun, a 17-pounder, and a coaxial mounted base Polson gun. The Mark III mounted a 20-pounder gun and base machine guns for infantry support and attacking infantry, and it also featured a fully automatic stabilizing system, and this allowed it to fire accurately on the move, dramatically improving battlefield performance. And this Mark III version is a tank that is featured in the game once you upgrade the turret. So although this review is called Centurion Mk I, it should really be the Centurion Mk III, because I have no games in the Mk I. I've upgraded the turret as fast as I could. A lot of people find the tank hard to play, and this comes from the fact that it's a bit sluggish, it's a bit slow to start. It hasn't a huge top speed, it hasn't huge acceleration, but the main part of it, the main asset of this tank, is the very accurate gun, and you can see it in action right here. Bit lucky on the shot on the front of the T-54, but I am able to hit weak spots on his turret, and you can see the first bounce on the front of my turret. And that's basically the tank in a nutshell. You have a very accurate gun, you have a thickly armored frontal turret, good frontal glacis armor, sloped, and you can put it in an effective angle to make it even more efficient, but this is the type of game you'll be want to play. Quite similar to the Pershing, but the Pershing has a not too accurate gun, but this gun is very good for picking up snapshots, peeking over ridges, and using the DPM to put down the enemy. Actually, you have low alpha damage, but you have a high rate of fire, and as long as you can hold on to your hit points like I'm trying to do here, you can be very successful in it. Centurion works well in a wolf pack of mediums. It works well when you have support from a tank destroyer, because you have such an accurate gun, you can keep enemies perma-tracked, and that's just what you want to do. You want to keep shooting the gun because you don't have a lot of alpha. Here I'm in platoon with Radinko, platoon mate from Empros. He gets killed by an E75, but I'm still on full health. So I'm using mobility to take a flank here, attacking the red team's Comet. Missed a snapshot, and the Comet is the tank that precedes the Centurion on the British medium line. We're going to take a look at the line after this game is finished. And so far things are looking pretty simple over here. 5-2 in the lead. They have 2 tanks left, 1 Comet on 400 health and an E75 there who is pushing towards the cap. Comet is spotted now. No problem there. Red E75 is going down. I managed to take a track shot here. Get some assistance damage done once our E75 takes out the red E75. And here we can go in and finish on this Comet. Still a lot of health left, a lot of HP in my pool left here, and this allows me to be more aggressive than at the beginning of the game. And that's what you want to be doing. You want to be holding onto your hit points, because you don't have the armor to rely on to bounce shots reliably unless you are hull down. And I think the British medium line is actually quite a well balanced line as well. It's a mastery game. I was very surprised I got the mastery here, only 1200 experience needed. But a mastery is a mastery anyway. Take a screenshot for the album at home. And onwards towards the British medium tanks in the WoT Blitz garage. The first one isn't really a medium, it's a light tank. The highest tier light tank in the game at the moment, at tier 5, the Crusader. Nimble tank, very fast, accurate gun but low alpha damage. The Cromwell is a proper medium, very fast, a bit too fast for my liking. Same type of gun, quick firing, low alpha damage, fairly accurate, and the Carl Cromwell is just very fast. And when you take a look at this here, the Comet, the tier 7 medium, it's the same. High rate of fire, I think it's about 15 rounds per minute, and low alpha damage. And the Comet is an excellent transitional tank towards the Centurion. It allows you to play the Centurion. It teaches you to use the gun, use the accuracy, and take the low alpha into account. This monster we just shown, the Centurion 7-1, has a gun that does a lot more damage. But you can see it here, this 77mm gun on the Comet, the top gun, is actually the stock gun on the Centurion. You want to be using the two tier 8 guns. Here it is, 17 pounder, the top gun on the Comet, which gets mounted on the Centurion as well. You get the 20 pounder type A barrel as the top gun on the Centurion 1. The type B is used on the Centurion 7-1, and the Centurion 7-1 gets a big 105mm top gun, which makes it an absolute beast when you can get it held down and get the gun to work. But that one has a slow rate of fire and a bit more alpha. And you can see it over here, 9 shots per minute at not too much alpha damage, but a high rate of fire on the Centurion. So that's how the garage looks, that's how the tanks look in the garage. And here you can see the tech tree. I'm taking a small look on the tech tree here, and we're taking a look on the heavy line, because a lot of the guns, actually most of the guns, are interchangeable. Stock gun on the Carnarvon is a 17 pounder, the second gun is a type A barrel, and the top gun is a type B barrel. And when you grind it on the Carnarvon, you can automatically mount it on the Centurion. I've been grinding both lines in parallel, and this helped me out quite a lot, because I didn't have to get my Centurion with its thin armor and a low alpha firing 17 pounder gun into 50 or 60 games in tier 8 and 9, and it's not advisable to do that should you be wanting to grind it. Same goes for all the engines. A lot of the engines are interchangeable. Get them on the Churchill type of tanks. Even there you can start, you have a fairly good engine. You can use it on the Black Prince as well, and these engines get mounted too on the Carnarvon, on the Centurion, and on the Conqueror. Make life a bit easier, build up on the experience on both the heavy line and the medium line, and don't go rushing up the tiers. If you haven't mastered the Comet, if you can't cope with the quick firing guns, the high rate of fire coupled with the low alpha damage, don't progress up the tiers too quick. Here's my loadout on consumables, repair, multi-repair, and potting and tea to improve all the skills of the crew. Ammo loadout like this, 15 APCR knee I have fitted. Optics on equipment, a rammer to improve the rate of fire even more, and ventilation to improve even more on the crew skills. And I'm still pondering my options on the stabilizer most. Gun laying drive, good aiming time, so it's not really needed, but the stabilizer might make the accuracy even better. Right, some more gameplay. Himmelsdorf tier 10 match. It's not the type of match you'll want to be in Centurion, but like I said, you can keep enemies tracked very good. You have quite an accurate gun, so weak spots that are showing from enemy tanks, you can fairly easily shoot them. Red team have only one medium, the Centurion 7-1. He is pushing towards the back of their heavies. Our T62A, top tier medium, has pushed on, and I'm going into the square over here. This is a good shot, but now I'm pushing a bit too far up front. I was hoping I could get it reloaded in time for this Jagdpanzer E100, and I'm just staying in your way too long. This is a good move. Get hull down. Hopefully the enemy doesn't shoot me, but they do, and I'm in a tight spot now. Should I move back? Probably. I'll stay even more hull down, side scrape at a pinch. But I don't. I move out backwards. The Jagdpanzer spots me. I can put a quick one into this Tiger. Then move. I'm still quite good on health. But here I make a bit of a dirt moment, pushing in way too aggressively. I take a massive hit from this Jagaru. We are 2-0 up at the moment, so me in my little tank versus the red team and our T-62A were 3-0 up. We have managed to pin them down over there, but now I get killed by this IS-7. And although I haven't done a lot of damage in that game, we've made ourselves useful. When top tier you can push the flank easily. Again, use accuracy. He's one of the natural opponents of the Centurion, the Panther 2. I'm trying to take him out, get a bounce off the mantlet, wisely move back, miss that shot, get over the cars here, and I'm now starting to derp out again. The biggest problem here was I was trying to show off what the Centurion could do, so I move over that vehicle, get bounces from the turret, shots into the turret, wanna shoot the Panther, wanna shoot the VK next, and before I know it I'm well down to some 400 health. And this is just bad gameplay on my part, and it also shows you how little punishment this tank can bear when the sights are open to shoot. I'm low down on health, only managed to get one shot off and lose 1k of my own health pool, and that's bad gameplay. It's not the way you want to play the game, really. And it's not because I'm a bad player or it's a bad tank. It's just the way you don't want to be playing the tank. Frontal shot through the transmission of the Tiger 1 works pretty well. Sets him on fire, and now it's time to clear up the flank a bit. Put another shot into him. VK gets killed now, so the flank is open and we can move in. Trying to put a shot into the Jagdpanzer. Here you can see the accuracy of the gun. I can shoot his tracks there, and now it's just a matter of mopping up on this side. 4-2 in the lead. Move around carefully, trying not to get shot. Can't shoot the Jagdtiger. I'm hoping to put a shot into the Tiger, but there was a bit too much of pushing my luck. But we're gonna win this game anyway. And here you can see the accuracy going to work, popping over the ridge, get a bounce from the Tiger, and just fire away at the enemy at snapshots. Cromwell, the tier 6 in that line, it's mounting the howitzer at the moment. Not the most wise move you can make in a tank. And here you can see DPM going to work. I don't get the kill shot, but a solid win on Copperfield. But it does show you how vulnerable the tank can be if you put it in a position where it can be hit easily, and that's not something you want to do. Bad gameplay on my part, even though I am on the top of the list over here. 4 spots done, some nice credits, and onwards platoon with tdgronnyn from Empro's fellow clanmate. We're pushing up the hill, obviously on mines. He's in the Centurion as well. I've got speed boost over here. That's something that could be used very well. But I'm putting a T-mounted. Reds are pushing two T-43s, so I decide to try my luck here. Use the rocks to get cover from all the enemies who are at the back. But we've put ourselves in a good position over here. I have no idea what the Chiri is doing because he's sitting in an open field, and although he has a clip-mounted gun, he can shoot 3 shots in a row. It's not something you want to do. Snapshot at the Jagdpanther misses. Unfortunate, but now we're pushing up. I'm signaling a negative here to run in to convince him to get up. The Tiger II is sniping not the best you can do in a heavy. But like we saw just now on Copperfield, if the Tiger puts a big shell into the side or into the engine deck, you can catch fire easily, and that just drains away your health. And it's disregarding the strengths of this tank. It's not utilizing the strengths of it. And the strengths are quick firing gun, low alpha, but a lot of rounds smashing into this Tiger, and you can almost see him melt away over here. We're one tank down, but we have good health at the moment. There goes another tank now. Reds are 2 tanks in the lead, but I am fairly good in health, so is Running, so we can get to work safely on this T-43 platoon. Checking my front to see if I still have cover from the Tiger, and I do. One shot into me, T-43, there's a bounce on the turret front. Sorry about that. Running takes out this one tank, down from the red team. I get another shot from the T-43 into my front. I can shoot him again, and there's a bounce off my frontal plate. If you can keep it angled just like this when you shoot over the front of your drive wheel, the front is actually quite thickly armored. Get this kill, 11 hit points remaining, and now it's 4 on 4. I still know where the Tiger is. I have a feeling the Jagd Panther is at the lighthouse because he went over there. And it's 4-4 at the moment. 3 medium tanks available. We have 1 medium on very low health, as well as a high ping. One shot, APCR round into the Tiger. And I forget to switch back to AP because a shot into the side of an IS is fairly simple to do, and now it's just a matter of trying to find that last Jagd Panther. I have a feeling he's somewhere at the lighthouse, so I stay behind the rocks, let my camo reset, switch back to AP. Running goes towards the base to raise the pressure a bit, and off we go in search of the Jagd Panther. I'm spotted now. Tell my teammates I think he's at the lighthouse, because there's only 1 tank over there. It's safe to do. I'm well covered now. Still raising the pressure. And I wanted to just pop over the ridge and jump on top of him, but he was a bit too far up to the front. But it's a stock Jagd Panther, judging from the way he's turning around. And here we have another kill. Right, this is what the Centurion looks like in Armor Inspector from the perspective of a Persian. You can see it on the left. It's the new version of Armor Inspector actually. It's going to be released in a few days. And it's a lot easier now to switch around in type of tanks, because you have all the options available on the left. And as you can see, while I'm moving and juking the tank back and forth, basically any shot from the side is going to pen you, be it a Pershing or be it a T-44, it's going to pen you. You can also see from the view here the turret front is quite thick. Upper plate of the turret roof isn't that thick actually, but when you angle it back it becomes an auto bounce. Same goes for the STA. It will pen the side, no problem whatsoever. It will pen the weak spots on the front and the turret side, but frontal plate, turret, front, quite thickly armored. Here goes the Panther 2, and that's about the same. Vice versa, their opponents, the natural enemies, turret front of the Panther 2 mantlet is quite strong. The cheeks of the turret are quite good. Frontal glazes plate, when angled back, it's hard to pen it, but there should be no problem of a Centurion, while driving a Centurion, to pen the turret sides or the hull sides of a tank. You have good penetration values on the gun. T-44 same, No problem spanning it on the turret sides or the frontal glazes, but the turret the mantlers, the gun mantlers and turret front are a bit more problematic. And we're going to take a quick look on the mediums, or on the heavy tanks, sorry, in tier 8. And what you don't want to do is fighting them from up front. It's the same as with the M26 Pershing review. You will want to be a flanker, put in track shots, aim for weak spots if possible, but do not slug it out frontally with a heavy tank at tier 8. It's not the job for a medium to do that, and especially not in a thinly armored medium like the Centurion Mk I. Right, armor inspector done. Up to some more gameplay again in a platoon with tdgronnyn at Castilla. And we're gonna push up, or at least I'm telling Ronyn to go up on the Castilla mount. I like to take the left side over here. I'm loading an APCR on because I have watched the lineup. I know there's a red T28 and a Tiger II on the red team, and if possible I'd like to get the first shot off, and I shoot this Tiger II here. That's good, get a shot in now. On the Panther I was shot as well, and judging from the HP that went off my health point pool, it must have been the Jagdpanzer I. Was thinking about moving towards the cap area, but this Jagdpanzer on top is just too tempting. Ronyn is attacking him. I can put shots into the side of him, so does Ronyn, and we are moving vehicles, and coupled with that IS-3, the Jagdpanzer has no chance of surviving. There's the big red T28, side shot in, no problem penetrating, and that T28 goes down quick. I have a feeling he might have some connection problems, or he just panicked because he was rolling on and on and on with a lot of tanks firing into his side. And this is just a very simple whitewash. It's 4-0 already. One tank going towards the cap. He's trying to cap the base, but it's 5-0 now. The Panther M10 dies. There's a Jagdpanzer still there, a Jagdpanzer 4, but he's no problem really. So just a matter of moving over here, resetting the cap, although I missed a shot. And his Fury is spotted now by me. Gets another shot in, and I can shoot him now as well, no problem whatsoever. Jagdpanzer is being attacked by the rest of the team, and while we finish off this last Cheery, makes the game 7-0, clean slate, clean match, and that's a good win. Here is one of the matches where I can really show off what the Centurion loves to do best. I was pushing towards the corner, but as E25 moves in, he's going towards the corner, I'd be in his way, so I decided to turn right here and take this ridge line. And so does Ronyn. And like I said, it's a good ridge line where you have excellent accuracy, gun depression, and two Centurions here can firmly hold the line. Just quick enough back to dodge a shot from the Panther. He fires into the ground, lucky shot on the turret top of that IS-6. And now it's just a matter of picking our targets, receiving bounces from the turret front and letting the gun do its magic. Another bounce on the front, because I'm peeking over just enough to get a shot off, move back, let it reload, pick a target, move back, shoot, pick a target. It's the type of game you'll want to be playing. When you peek out a bit too long, you get a shot in. Like here, I think it was Carnarvon who did it. And now I am putting more shots in safely. This SU is not watching me, so I can put a shot in. But what is this IS-3 doing? He had 1500 health points. There's two Centurions shooting at him, a Tiger I, and 1500 hit points down the drain. SU-12244 smells blood and a chance to be effective, so does the Ferdinand, but 1200 hit points have melted away just as quick as the 1500 from that IS-3. Snapshot from me, bit lucky, through the side of the gun mantle of that SU-122, and now again it's a matter of wrapping up. The top dog on the team is of course his IS-6, so snapshot into him, bit lucky as well. Run-in attacks him, and even a troll armor on the IS-6 isn't gonna save him from 2 Centurion guns hammering away. 5-1, 2 tanks left, T-150 and the Panther M10. T-150 isn't watching me, so I put a track shot in just to pin him into his place, into the frontal glasses now, get the kill, and the last kill, it's already done, 7-1. Right, last match of the of this episode of this review, while we look at the scoreboard over here. Last match is gonna take us to Oasis Palms. We are top tier again. I have a lot of top tier games on the, in the Centurion while taking footage. And I'm asking the teammates to go towards the desert side because I have the gun depression and I don't have the armor. Even though we have more heavies, I'd like to take all my teammates into the desert side. I have a feeling we might run into some of the red mediums, but I do push forward as aggressively as possible. There's a T-43 behind me spamming the attack button, shooting into the ground, being a bit of a dog really, but well, what you gonna do about it? Here he goes again, attack, attack, attack. It seems there's no one of the red team here at the moment, so I decide to not complete the flank but take a bit to the left. There's some good positions over here to put in effective fire, and the first shot goes into this Indian Panzer. No, it doesn't, just about misses. I can however put a shot into the IS over here, a bit lucky, but it does show off the accuracy of this fine piece of British ordnance. Another shot into the IS, 2 shots now, protected on my right side. This one bounces, unlucky. One into the Indian Panzer. I can see the Tiger moving back, so I decided to move. I don't let the reticule aim correctly, aim for the cupola of the Tiger 1, but I miss. So roll back, Tiger shoots into the ground, and here we can go again, using the gun depression, using the main asset of my gun, good frontal turret armor and a good gun depression. We are 1 tank down, however. I'm not gonna trade hit points with that Tiger. I'm not interested in doing that. Go for the easy kill here on a VK, bit lucky. Set the T-44 on fire, bit lucky, but all bits help, and I can put another shot in. The Pershing is actually in a good position, so I stop here so he can put a 1 shot into that IS. And 2-2 at this moment, 2 kills for both team. Things are looking good. Pershing finishes off on the T-44 right now, and now it's 3-4. And this should be a game that's doable. Full health Centurion, full health Pershing. YOLO T-43, but still 2 full health T-rate mediums should have no problem finishing a 1-shot Indian Panzer and a slightly crippled IS-6. But while I've moved towards the side of the map, our Pershing has got himself killed. I have no idea how he did that, but he got himself killed. I switched to APCR immediately because I want to take out this IS-6, and suddenly I find myself against 4 enemy vehicles. Moving around the IS-6 to make him miss and bounce. I succeed. I get a header bounce on the front. I get a miss on him. Track shot. I was a bit moving around like a noob. Got myself slightly cornered on that building, but I get the kill anyway. Bounce from the Indian Panzer. I'm not rushing towards him because I have a feeling the Tiger will be there, that IS will be there, so I'm moving back here into the hilled area. I can use my main weapons there, gun depression and my health pool. I want to isolate this Indian Panzer. He goes off the radar, so I'll go off his radar as well. turn on the spot, move back, and there he is. Surprise him, and I can shoot him. 2 minutes remaining. IS is moving up. He shoots quickly into the building. Tiger doesn't. He shoots me, but I have plenty of time to take him out. Switch back to AP. The cheering IS on me. Go on, Centurion. Yes, I will. And here I put a shot into the Tiger, no, into the ground, but now I might have a bit of a problem. I overextend my vehicle. Definitely wanted to go for the track shot where I should have just stayed down and shoot his frontal glasses plate. I can't get this track shot now, but he's a one shot now to me. He misses, and now I can catch him on the reload. One shot in, kill shot in, and make that a Redley and a Kolobanov medal. Good game, coupled with not a mastery, 2 mastery games in this episode, in this tank review. But it does show what the Centurion is capable of. A difficult tank to play at first, but if you can manage to make it work for you, an excellent tank as well to have in the garage. Thanks a lot for watching. More stuff coming up. Please subscribe, spread the word. See you later. Bye.